What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the movies that I watched and the video games that I beat in January of 2024. So I watched a total of 70 movies in January, and I beat a total of 13 video games in January. So let's get started with this whole list that I made of all the movies I watched. Um, the first one was Texas Chainsaw. And I watched Clerks 3, which was okay. But I thought it could have been better, but it was alright. Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. Devereaux, which was a weird movie. Slaughterhouse, which was a 1980s horror movie, which was pretty good. Redline, which I don't know. It's just fast cars and pretty women, but it didn't have much of a plot, honestly. Invitation to a Murder, All I Want for Christmas, Dr. Horrible Sing Along Blog, which was like short episodes, and they never continued the whole story. So I don't know what happened with that. Breakout, Her Minor Thing, Moving McAllister, The Great Buck Howard, which was a movie I'd never seen, and it was a pretty good comedy movie. Mystery Science Theater 3000 presents The Human Duplicators. Mystery Science Theater 3000 presents Invasion of the Neptune Man. Mystery Science Theater 3000 presents The Day the Earth Froze. Pledge Night, which was another horror movie from the 80s that takes place in a college dorms. Fright Night, the original. I can't believe I haven't never saw that before. Um, the Seventh Sign. Platinum Comedy Series presents Cedric the Entertainer Volume 2. Hanging Up, I'm No Dummy, which is a documentary about ventriloquists, talking about the whole job. Um, Midnight Special, Home Run Showdown, View from the Top, which was a great movie. Kingdom Come, and some more Mystery Science Theater 3000s. Time of the Apes and Lost Continent Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies. The Elephant Man, never seen it, and I thought it was great. Truth or Dare, OMG, we're in a horror movie, which a title like that you would think it would be more like a good movie, but it was an okayish movie. I don't know. Ice Cream Man, The Dentist 2, Brace Yourself. Cannibal World, which is a 2003 Italian horror. It's basically I don't know, a remake of Cannibal Holocaust. The same story, the same kind of stuff happening, still makes you uncomfortable. Yeah, it's Cannibal World is basically just a 2003 version of Cannibal Holocaust. Um, Rest in Pieces, Hellraiser, the first one, the original, not the remake. I've never seen the remake yet. Hellmaster, Hellbound Hellraiser 2, Strangeland, which I haven't watched in a long time. Dee Snider, my gosh, that movie was crazy. Hood of the Living Dead, wasn't that great, but zombies. House of the Dead 2, Mongolian Deathworm, The Innkeepers, The Blues Brothers, which it's been a while since I've seen it, but it's still pretty good. VHS 2, The Wailing, which was like almost 2.5 hours of reading subtitles, but it was a decent horror movie. A Christmas Horror Story, Horrible Bosses 2, The Nice Guys, Jim Brewer Hardcore, which is stand up. I watched Child's Play, but it's a movie from 1972, not the cursed killer doll Chucky. Hitcher in the Dark. These were like 1980s horror right here. Fatal Exam. Fatal Exam was like, I don't know, the acting was kind of bland, like stale, but it's like these high school kids is making like some kind of the premise of that movie, Fatal Exam, was, I guess it was, I don't know how to explain it, but Fatal Exam is just bland acting. It seems like a bunch of actual high school kids acting in a movie, just first time acting, but I don't know. Um, Ghost in the Machine, kind of the same premise as Shocker, if you remember, if you know the movie Shocker. Tammy and the T Rex, first time watching that movie, I thought it was real good. Good comedy. The Big Kahuna, Tomcats, Extinction, which is a zombie movie, but it was like not a whole lot of zombies in it, but pretty good. Attack of the Herbals, which is about uh, a tea, a drinking tea, that when you drink it, you turn into not a zombie, but like the movie The Crazies, people go crazy and murderous, and I guess this guy finds a tea that's washed ashore in a crate, and there's tea herbs in it that was created by Nazis, which made people go crazy and kill each other. So that's what that movie was about. Battle for the Lost Planet was a 1986 sci-fi movie, which was real good. And the sequel, Battle for the Lost Planet 2, Mutant War, both pretty good. So I watched these movies on Vudu. Jacob's Ladder, The Relic, Undead, Rough Night, Frailty, May, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, Suburban Sasquatch. If you know about Suburban Sasquatch and you know how bad it is, I don't know, some of these movies that I like to watch that are so bad that they're fun to watch and just make fun of. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. And the last one, is actually a Disney movie, Monkeys Go Home. So any like Disney movies from the '60s that involves any animals is pretty fun to watch. So that's all the movies that I watched, like 70 movies here. And I wish I could talk more about them, but I don't want the video to go too long. So that's it for the movies. Now for the video games, I beat 13 video games. First one I want to show you is Thrillville, which you create your own theme park and you do all these missions. So I unlocked all the theme parks, did all the missions, and it wasn't really a big ending. It was just roll credits. You did everything. But that took me about a day or two to beat. Rayman Raving Rabbids. This was pretty fun. A lot of little mini games in here, and it took me about a whole day to beat. So I just got into it and started playing it all day. Snowblind, which probably take me about 4, 5 hours to beat it. Just got into it, played it, didn't stop until I beat it. That was fun. The Matrix Path of Neo, I think it took me about 2 or 3 days to beat. Yeah. So, I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun, all that stuff. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. This was a fun fighting game. It took me a while to do all these missions to get through them. It was basically to be a champion of the Virtua Fighter Tour. So it took me quite a while, like maybe 3 days to do all. Um, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, really fun game. This took me about, I would like to say, 4 days to beat this. And then these games probably just took me like a couple hours or a day. Um, Kiss Pinball, which I played each pinball game and I got the highest score. So I stopped after getting the highest score. And Sim Theme Park, which I just played a theme park for a couple hours until I unlocked everything and placed it on the ground and made my first $1 million and a couple thousand people coming in to see the theme park. So I stopped there. And Sniper Ghost Warrior for the PS3. Um, I kind of got aggravated on some parts because I don't know, it's just you can't be caught or seen, and I'm not very good at sneaking around and shooting games. So, but I did beat it. I got it. I did it. PS3 Homefront. This was a fun first-person shooter. I really enjoyed that one. Um, Eminem's Kart Racing on the Wii. It took me about, I don't know, an hour or two to beat this, but it took me half that time to figure out how to turn the car because I did not know the controller that you're holding, you actually had to tilt it to turn. I, I did not know. This is my first Wii game, not my first Wii game, but my first Wii racing game that I actually learned how to turn the car. So that was weird. So, and then this game, the only PS4 game I played in January, is basically counts as two games because it's Resident Evil Origins Collection. It's Resident Evil Zero and Resident Evil the remake. And I don't know if it's been a while since I played the original Resident Evil on PS1 because I could beat that game in like 3 hours or less with only one or two saves. But it took me about 10 to 11 hours to beat the remake. Like I got lost so many times, and they added so much newer stuff, and I basically got the worst ending. So I was like, well, I don't know. But in Resident Evil Zero, I think it took me the same amount of time. I think there was only one ending. I forget what ending I got. Uh, I think I got the good ending. I believe so. I think there was only one ending, right? Yeah, but I do know I got the bad ending. Uh, Tyrant still lives. The mansion didn't blow up. And I played as Jill my first go around. And I did save Chris in the jail cell, so that was an okay ending, but a bad ending because Tyrant's still alive. The mansion didn't blow up. But so I beat this game. All right, so those are all the movies I watched and the video games I beat. I'm thinking about playing a game this month. Will probably take me a whole month to beat. I haven't played an RPG game in a while, so I want to play a game called Dragon Quest 11, I think. That will probably take me a while to beat that because I enjoy playing RPG games and getting into that. So that's what I'm going to be doing in February. I'll be watching movies and playing an RPG game that will probably take me this whole month to beat. So anyway, those are the 70 movies I watched and the 13 games I beat. I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. I couldn't really explain the movies that much, but if I had to rewatch them again or re-explain, I'd probably do it better typing it out, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you later.